And a vote was taken when you knew, and three of the board members knew, Mr. Stringfield, Mr. Tyler, and Mr. Capel, you three knew that another member of the board was in the building, and that would be Mr. Futrell. Mr. Futrell was in the room. Mr. Futrell was asked to leave the room, and in his absence, Mr. Warren walks in, and in Mr. Futrell's absence, the board took a vote. And I would ask, Mr. Chairman, that you make a ruling on that it was improper to make that motion, knowing, with the three members knowing that another member of this board was in the building and that another member, myself, was also in the building at the time. You might not have known it. But one of the members you knew specifically, and you knew by evidence the fact that he was in the building. And you proceeded to a vote. That is improper. To take a vote when you know a member is out and you, in fact, you ask him to leave the room, is my understanding. So I would ask the chair to rule on this, that it was an improper motion because of the fact that you took a vote. There are 6 equal votes on this board. And to take a vote while one of those equal partners is outside of the room is unprofessional. And I think it will be challenged in court. And I think I would ask the chairman to make a ruling on whether it was proper for the chairman and the board to make a motion and to vote while they knowingly knew, they knew for a fact that a member of this board was out of the room but was in the building. I would ask you to comment on that. Make a ruling whether you think it was proper.
Well, number one. First of all, the meeting started at 3 o'clock. I want to remind you that when we were sitting there waiting for the meeting to start, neither were Mr. Futrell was there and Mr. Warren was there. On the premise, the day of the meeting. You were on the premise. You got the but you were on the premise. That's the same thing. You were on the premise. Okay.
I was in the building.
But it means you were on the premise in the building.
I was in the building.
But that's the same thing. You're on the premise. No. You were in the building, which means you're on the premise. When you were in the building, that makes you feel better. Yeah. You were in the county administrator building. We're in the room. Time for the meeting to start. Mr. Futrell, you remember me saying, Mr. Futrell, tell the guys, come on. Okay. Well, anyway,
You
the
said
meeting.
go get your boys. That's what you said.
Okay, go with your boys. Okay.
And
I
if
said
Mr.
that.
Capel sit here and say that
Okay.
he didn't hear, he is a liar.
And listen, just ignore that. Gentlemen, I'm asking you to be professional. Okay, will you do one thing for me? Please don't, please, would you? Thank you very much. What we asked him to do was go get whoever. And Mr. Warren came past me, asked him to come in the meeting, and he did. And after that, I asked Mr. Warren, where Mr. Fighting I talked to him today, he said he'll be here, correct? He said he'll be here. I'm not sure, but I think you texted him. Correct? You didn't call him or anything? You called, okay. In the meeting, sitting waiting for this meeting to start, he called. And I said, listen, we're going to proceed with this meeting. Now, this meeting started as 9 minutes after. 9 minutes after. We waited 9 minutes. Okay? And after the meeting started, I said, we'll proceed. Mr. Futrell didn't come in the room, so Mr. Warren, Mr. Capel, Mr. Stringfield, I was there. We proceeded with the meeting as the minutes